Despite Russia's economy that's weakening, President Vladimir Putin's popularity in Russia seems undimmed. A recent survey said a huge 82% of people approved of how he's doing his job. Let's get more now with Ben Judah. He's the author of Fragile Empire: How Russia Fell In and Out of Love with Vladimir Putin. And he joins us now live from CNN London. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So how is that his approval rating is so strong at a time when you can sit here and go through a laundry list of things just weighing on the Russian economy? You know, you look at the ruble falling, inflation rising, oil prices plunging, GDP expected to be contracting between 3% and 5% this year. And then you've got this credit rating for junk status. How can his approval rating be so strong?
Well, very simple answer, because that figure is made up. An opinion poll can only be conducted in a democracy with free press, where the American people or the British people or the French people know what the left and the right have to offer them. And you can phone them up and they can say in the calm of their own home whether they agree with Party A or Party B. In a country with no free press, where people are arrested for expressing their opinions, where the truth is hidden from them, where the media, even online, is almost all controlled by the government, when a pollster phones people up and goes, "Hello, do you approve of Vladimir Putin?" the answer is overwhelmingly yes. So what that opinion poll is not a poll of approval like we might get on President Barack Obama, but it's a poll of fear. And the answer is 88% of people in Russia are scared enough to say they approve of Vladimir Putin's rule when they are phoned up at home and asked by a pollster.
And so we are seeing Russian consumers, they're making contingency plans, they're changing rubles into dollars, they're buying everything they can, they're making, you know, as we see the rumble tumble as it is, as the ruble tumble as it is, how are Russians, you know, we talked about the sentiment with Jim Bolden, but is there any kind of sense of them sort of rising up, you know, in numbers to try to get control of the situation?
In 2011, there was a large protest movement, and the middle class that had been emerging due to a decade of strong economic growth took to the streets and was demanding change. But that movement was crushed. It was crushed by hysterical propaganda, arrests. Its leaders were banned from forming any political parties. They were chased out of the country, exiled, trailed. And recently, the sort of de facto leader of this movement, Alexei Navalny, his brother was put in prison. And the symbol of this is "Your family are no longer safe."